Hello, everybody. How's it going today? Hey, everybody. How's it going today? How's it going today, everybody? What you up to? John here with Hooks, Whips, and Chains, working on a whip. Do you believe that? Do you believe I'm working on a whip?
Working on a whip. I'm working on a whip.
What whip are you working on?
I'm
He's
working on
whipping it
the.
into shape.
I'm working on the wrap tonight.
Oh, wrap.
Usually the pink one.
Oh, the pink one. What are you working on, Danny? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got on your hook, Andy?
What have I got? Well, I just finished reading Sprint. I am finishing up my hat, and I was sitting here thinking about how talented I am.
Well, how talented are you?
How talented am I? You ready for
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Cigarette fell out of my mouth onto my arm. I popped it up on my bicep. When it popped up, it went down to the cat. The cat ran, and then I stepped on it. The cat
Stepped,
fell at me.
stepped on the cat.
So yeah, I'm talented.
Hey, Connie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Hey Connie, hi everybody in chat. There's Angela, Lauren, Crafty Witch, Mary, Jeff.
The cat's mad at me.
I think that's all I'm on top messages. I don't know. Is that
Jeff,
all?
Larry,
I think I got everybody.
Angela, Crafty Witch. Hello, Crafty Witch. And Mary. Mary. What you up to? What's everybody up to? What do you guys all got on your hooks today? If you got anything at all.
Jeff was our first one in tonight. Then Larry.
I know. Well, he's on Hawaii time.
I popped in to lick the thumb before I came in here.
Well, Connie popped in and popped back out.
Because
Like, I see
Yeah,
her
I
here. I
know.
went to grab my mouse. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Be
I
that
had
way.
something to do. I had to go do it.
Be that way.
I will be that way. I am crocheting a hat. The hat that I was working on last night. I got all mad at it, frogged out the whole darn thing, and restarted it because I didn't like how floppy it was. It was half double crochets. Now I'm doing it single crochets. So, hi Ivy. So
Hi Ivy.
in about an
Hi,
hour
Ivy.
I've done this much, and it's this that blues, but it looks purple to me, so it changes colors.
Cool.
Goes from
That's
light
a
to dark.
that's a true blue.
Ah,
Hey,
dang it,
Ivy.
I don't remember.
Oh, Larry, you're
Barbara blue.
Here
gonna
it is.
censor yourself. All right, that's cool.
It says it is.
Uh-huh.
It's a Red Heart Super Saver, and it's Baja Blue, Blue
Uh-huh.
Fabul, and Baja.
Okay.
So it just kind of
Well,
goes back and forth.
you only need to read the English one though, right? You know that.
I was trying to be fancy.
How'd that work out for you?
Not at all.
Why?
Trying to be all multilingual on us.
I tried.
Did you put in your phone number?
And I was going to tell Joe last night or this morning. She's talking to Zach. Never mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, bingo this morning was horrible.
Yeah, it was.
I
What?
almost won on both boards. I had like 3 numbers, and somebody else won both times.
Yeah. At the end, when the blackout started, I still had 18 numbers to be called. And the other
What?
one, I think I had like 15. It was horrible.
Like,
Mine wasn't quite that bad, but it was bad.
Yeah.
I ended up on the last game. I still needed 6.
I need at the end of the last game. I still needed 12.
Oh wow.
Worst it's ever been.
Bead
Okay.
crochet
I'll be back in a
bracelets.
minute. I gotta talk to Zach.
Okay. Ivy, I bet that is beautiful. By the way, that little thing that I got from you, I get compliments every time I go anywhere because it's hanging on my crossbody and everyone loves it.
Dag nabbit, my cat's mad at me now.
Uh-oh.
Well, I tried to burn him up and it ran over his tail. He's probably not real pleased with me. He's just sitting across the room, just laying there glaring at me. I didn't do it on purpose, but well, it is what it is. But hey, I didn't have to move my car again, so I was kind of tickled to death tonight.
Yeah. My daughter had to drive from, she went to Hayes for the weekend, and so she had to drive from Hayes to here, work, and then go back to Hayes, and she's coming back here tonight so that she can go back to work in the morning.
Yeah, Ivy, how do you manage to get the swirl? Does it just naturally happen? Like, how do you get the swirl on your bracelets?
Okay, Crafty Witch, I need more information on crocheting crystal balls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious.
Crystal ball. So would that be the same as a ornament? If you're doing like
I don't know.
lace crochet on an ornament?
That's why I'm
That's my
asking.
guess.
Maybe with the base too, like crochet a base for them to sit on, like a crystal
Okay, I'm back.
ball would be.
I'll be back.
Okay,
Okay.
hurry back.
So yeah, I had to find out how many points Zach had on his straight talk because I need a phone. And last
Oh,
time I used my points on him.
Ah.
Apparently the back of my phone's kind of bulging out a little bit. He's like, I need a new one because the battery's ready to blow up or something. I don't know.
Oh boy.
And this phone, you can't just take the battery out. You have to have someone actually do it for you.
That's the way most phones are nowadays.
That way they can get extra money because people, there's no one around my area that works on phones.
It's too bad.
so the dark crystal balls.
I have to
Yeah, I'm
go
gonna have to
over.
go and look at Spell Crafty Witch. Oh,
So I'm just gonna get a different phone, whatever.
Yeah.
Because
oh,
he's got $50 off, of whatever he gets. So
I just got an old cheapy track things me and Bill does because it's just for me to listen to books on in for emergencies if the power's out. And I
yeah,
have
I use my
dropped
phone as
this
a
in a mode.
computer.
I dropped it in a mud hole. I've dropped it on the concrete. I've dropped it on blacktop, and the only thing I had to replace is the glass of the screen. I think for $50, that was a pretty good phone.
I was gonna say I've
Yeah,
had my phone for over 4 years.
I think I've had this one a few years.
Well,
Every time go ahead, John.
Ivy, this is I, Ivy, this is the same picture I'm looking at in your community tab. That's why I was asking how you got the swirl on it. Now I got to watch a
It,
freaking video of you
it's
doing it.
beautiful. Did you, Ivy, use seed beads?
And what size? What size hook did you use? Out of curiosity. And where'd you get them fancy bracelet ends?
You can get those off of Amazon. Okay, so they
No,
are seed
Michael.
beads. I have a bunch of seed beads. I used to make necklaces with them. But I
I
haven't
have
done
a ton.
anything with beads in forever. Do you
I
do
have a
them on a
ton of
loom?
pieces I got from Dee's Creative Hands, big tube of them, tall tube, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell am I supposed to do with all that? It's sitting on my shelf for decoration. I don't really use beads.
Yeah, I used to,
Oh, I 3D printed
me and my
3D
kids used to
printed
do
bases for bags. Let's see.
boondoggle with pony beads. But I have a bunch of seed beads that I wanted to make myself a necklace, but I've never done it. I still have the seed beads though.
Now these are all different kinds and sizes and shapes, and I
With
figured one
seed
day I'll
beads,
grab a handful and go down, and when I'm down there and seeing Michaela, and we'll
Oh,
do
Ivy.
some gluing or something.
well, that's the whole thing with the seed beads is they're so small that my hands hurts my hands to work with them. But I have a bunch.
Yeah. Hi, Mona.
Ivy.
Hi,
Ivy, you
Mona.
can't say stuff. Ivy, you can't say stuff like that on my show because bad things just go right to my head. You know that.
What did she say?
I
Seed
can go
beads.
down to size 13.
No,
See? See? Right?
I'm
Oh
not saying a
man,
word.
no words.
See? Annie's just as bad as me. Annie and Joe are just as bad as me. You can't say stuff like that, Ivy.
Hey, Mona, I wrote out that pattern.
Hey, Mona. Hey, Mona.
Do you want it for that cardigan? Because I have it written out. Well, typed up. Let's put it that way. Let me know.
it's
Yes,
not
Ivy.
my fault, Ivy. John's a bad influence.
Yes, I'm the bad
Absolutely.
influence.
Uh huh.
So
I
bad.
agree. John is bad influence. We were all innocents.
Of course.
Yes, you were all innocent until you started joining my channel, right? Mm-hmm.
You're a bad influence on us. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Don't you know
Yes.
I was a good little girl and never did nothing wrong, never said nothing wrong before I met you?
I never told dirty jokes, anything like that before.
Well,
Yeah.
I've heard the stories you guys have been telling me lately. Back when I was younger.
I don't recall the incident in question.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
don't
innocent
forget
until
this
proven
though.
guilty.
Oh, and that one package that still hasn't arrived, John. I looked at today, and all it says is there's a
Don't tell me it's still in
delay.
California.
No, it's all. No, I don't know where it's at. I don't think they even know. It just says there's a delay, and they'll let me know when something is available to, or it doesn't even have a
Well, that's
date that they
stupid.
know when it's coming. Yeah,
There's
there's
nothing
not
any
even a
different in that
date
one than there's
now.
in the other one.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. There's not even a date on it now. They took the date out because they don't know when it's coming.
Wow. Hey, Mona. Oh, don't forget, Jess is having a 1 year anniversary on her YouTube page on Saturday. No, sorry. 1 year's channel celebration as of Friday, January 24th. Celebrate on January 25th. So apparently she's going to have like a lot of giveaways and stuff on her show on Saturday. She she's thinking about a 12-hour show. I'm not sure how long she's going to actually run it for though. But that's over at Jess's
Okay, okay.
show, Jess's page. And if you're not friends with Jess, I know Mona is. If you're not friends with Jess, then go check out her page. There you go. Wait, Ivy says, "Well, I would have said the same thing to him if he had said it to you." I wouldn't stop at 13 though. Stop.
Jeez.
What?
Uh, So I'm going.
Hello.
I'm getting back to my neck warmer. I'll be working on my neck warmer tonight. So that's what I'm working on.
Chop chop.
I am. Relax. It's still warm out
So
ish.
I have a question
Yep.
for you guys.
We
This
might
hat
have an
is,
answer.
huh?
We might have an answer.
Oh, I know you will. If not you guys, somebody in the chat. Okay, so this hat is for me. I know I have that other one that is the hoodie thing, but I just want to be able to have a hat. Now, hats don't stay on my heads, so I need some ideas. This is going to be a beanie. How to keep it on my head. I have very slick hair and everything slides off.
A
Well,
ribbon.
whenever you figure that out, you let me know because I have the same problem. I put a hat on, it just pops right off.
Okay. So
Dang it.
one or two things popped in my head. Number one, put an elastic around your final band on it.
A what?
Or an elastic in your final trim
Yeah, that won't
edge
work.
on it.
That won't help.
Okay.
I've
Number
tried that
two,
before.
put a little ribbon underneath it like a bonnet.
That's another thing I was thinking. Because I know people have said like headbands and stuff, they slide off my head, and they're like, well, make it tight. Well, they still slide off my head. So I can try, maybe I could even do ear flaps. That way it does slide up. I
Your
don't want to
ears
look
are
like a
still
little
covered.
kid, but I don't want it falling off.
That's why I don't wear hats.
I don't usually, but if I'm outside, it's freaking cold here.
Yeah,
And I didn't say the F word. I said, well, I
Okay.
did say
So
the F word, but not
do you,
the other way.
do you know what actually works for me when I'm working outside is that if you put your this is gonna sound weird, but if you actually put your beanie or your toque over your baseball cap, it doesn't move.
Well, baseball caps don't stay on my head either unless I put my hair in a ponytail and put it through the hole in the back.
Okay, so
And
why don't
then
you
it
have
won't stay down on my ears.
oh
Because I had to work in a store and I had to wear a beanie the whole time. I'm not a beanie, a baseball cap. And the only way I could keep the stupid thing on my head was if I put my hair in a ponytail and put it through the
well, Connie,
hole.
I guess you're gonna put two little pony holes in your hat and then tie that under your chin.
I know.
Then it
Gosh.
won't slide off your head. That's the only thing I
Well,
can think of. That's
I
my
That's
know.
the only
that's
way
my
I can
third
keep a ball cap on is to put my ponytail through the back.
that's my
Yeah.
third idea.
Jeez. Okay.
I want I want to see pictures of that though.
Of course you do.
Yeah. I want to see a picture of Connie with two pigtails coming out and have them tied under your chin.
You know what I could do is I could put my hair in, put it on and put my hair in braids and braid the yarn in my braid.
Yeah, but you gotta do that every day
Well, I braid my hair every day anyway.
with a hat on.
But I could if I had to. But it would be a pain in the butt. But I'd only probably do it if I was going somewhere for long periods of time. I end up wearing hoods more than hats because the hood will stay on my head.
Okay, well you know how you have your cowl, your
Yeah,
cowl with your shoulders on it, right? And you're gonna put a dicky on it as well, right? So
right.
why don't you do the same thing with your hat? Just have your hat come down with two big loops that go under your arms, right? Then it won't. It definitely won't move. Then it definitely will not move. Then.
Oh
hi
man.
Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Hey Mandy. Hey Liz. How's it going tonight? Just
Hey
saying.
Mandy.
Oh
Definitely won't come off
man.
your head. Definitely will not come off your head. Then.
True.
I
You
Okay.
guys
leave
know.
that only in John's world.
You guys
We'll
know I
see.
have all the ideas for you.
I know.
Now,
That's
whether
why
you
I
want to
asked.
use them, you can
That,
use them and incorporate them into your creations. Just saying,
right.
you know.
Well, I will definitely think about it for sure. So, I don't know if you guys saw that my live for my first Tuesday on my other channel is set up. I don't know if you noticed it or not. I haven't quite decided what I'm doing on the live. Um, but yeah,
I thought
I
you
could
were taking a break from doing lives, though.
only till February
Oh, okay.
because in about three, about 2 months, I'm going to be off lives for at least 6 weeks because of my teeth.
Why?
Because I'm not going on camera with no teeth in my mouth. Sorry.
It doesn't have to be on camera.
I
Well, I
do.
don't. I know, but yeah, but I can't tell.
I'm
My teeth
surprised.
show all the time.
So do mine. But I don't have a problem with it.
I don't see
Usually,
your teeth. I never see your teeth. Yeah, well, I see them now, but I don't usually. We'll see because I don't know because I've never been without teeth, and we'll see. I know I won't at least that first week because it will be sore. My mouth will be extremely sore and probably swollen. And I am not coming on here with swollen face.
well, I definitely need to get my bottom plate redone.
Uh huh.
And what I'm
Once
actually
you're
choking about,
doing a lot of crafts, you can just show your hands. You don't have to show your face.
yeah.
This is
What, I,
true.
what I'm actually choked
Well,
about, what I first went seeing the denturist, is that they don't tell you that your partials will actually eat and corrode the rest of your teeth away.
oh,
So don't get partials, just get a full plate.
well, I am. I'm getting full plates, top and bottom.
Yeah.
So, and I thought it was going to be later in the year, but my insurance sent the thing on it and how much I'm going to have to pay. And I've already paid $1,000, have another $1,000 in the bank for it. So I will need 1,900 after that, and I'll have that in 2 months or 2.5, well, maybe three, depending. So,
It won't be that
Oh,
bad.
oh, oh. Here's
mm,
another idea. If you're into body mods, I know you're not, but you could be. You can just get magnets installed just underneath your skin, then put magnets in your hat. Boop, boop, boop. Hop right on.
that's a hard no.
Saying.
And you're saying it, but I'm saying no. Yeah, my dentures, my insurance, I have to pay uh 3,900, and that's with the extractions. That's counting the extractions. Um, some people's insurance costs a lot more. Some people's costs a lot less. But it's better this year than it would have been last year. I got my this dental insurance last year, and I would have had to pay out a lot more. They told me to wait till this year, and I would pay less. And so they were quoted me almost $5,000, and in reality, it's only going to be 29. So it's just that my teeth are just there's there's no cavities. They're just flake. They're just splitting and coming apart for no. Well, I know why, but yeah, they're just not
Yes,
good.
Ivy. Dentures cost that much and then some in some
Yeah,
places.
yeah,
Yeah, because I had for my full top plate and my bottom partial was $4,900. But our insurance didn't cover it at the time. Our insurance covers it now.
yeah,
So and in Canada, there's actually a company that will actually cover. Uh, they'll give you dental loans and with low interest rate on it too. Like it was like 2.4% interest, so it's actually pretty decent, better than a credit card. And it
yeah.
covered cover the extraction, the surgery because there were stitches involved as well. So the extraction, the stitches, and both plates.
Yeah. Well, I know one of my extractions is going to cost more than the rest because it was a root canal, and then the top of the tooth wouldn't hold a cap. Every time they'd put the cap on, within a couple of months, it would fall off. And so the last time it fell off, the rest of the tooth that was above the gum line broke off. So it is just a dead tooth sitting in my mouth, but they'll have to dig that out, and that's going to cost more for them to dig it out. But I know when I had my root canal, I mean, not my root canal, when I had my wisdom teeth pulled, that was horrible. Couldn't even hardly open my mouth. I was so swollen.
When I had all mine out, it wasn't that bad.
I hope that's the case with me. But I have teeth
I
on top.
had abscesses and stuff like that, so when I had mine out, I rarely needed a pain pill.
Yeah, well, I know that last year I had a tooth that had to be pulled out, and when the doctor was pulling it out, he pushed on the tooth next to it and it broke in half. My teeth break so easy, and it's because of the structure of them. Because I was my mom was on tetracycline when she was pregnant with me, and that damaged the teeth development before I was born. And so when they started coming in, they have a gray hue to them. And as I got older, because I never had cavities, they just got weaker and weaker, and now they just split and come apart, chip off. And I think the last time when I had a piece split off, I think I was eating ice cream with no nuts, nothing, just ice cream or cottage cheese or something. So I don't even have to be eating hard food, and it just chips off. So it's no fun.
Hi, Tracy.
Yeah, I'm looking
Hi,
this up right
Tracy.
now. It says dentures cost anywhere from $600, sorry, from $5,000 to $30,000 for like permanent implant dentures.
Oh yeah, implants are really expensive, but dentures are not as expensive if they're the ones you take in and out. The
No,
reason
yeah,
why implants is because they have to put a screw right down into your bone, and then they screw the teeth on individually.
no, but you can get like a permanent denture plate, a permanent denture
Right,
plate.
right, where they hook into the bone.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're saying they're like up to $30,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I won't be doing that. I'm not rich.
Yeah, I can't see that. Not for me. Hey, Trace.
What are you working on tonight, Tracy?
Still working on the same thing she always is.
Crochet.
Yeah.
I did a really cool painting today for tomorrow. It's a
What
it's
is
a
it?
more it's a painting.
A
It's
moron.
it's a little bit more of a simpler painting, but um I've moved to Valentine paintings now because I want to get some so next year I can make Valentine cards.
Uh,
So I can sell those. And then I need to figure out what other paintings that I want to use as to make sets of Valentine cards as well. I was thinking I could do color themes like purple paintings into cards and trees and whatnot. Especially those trees that or not the trees, the flowers that I did last year. Um, this the set of 4 that I did. I want to turn those
Yep.
into cards too. Good night, Larry.
Night, Larry.
If you're thinking Valentine's, you can't go wrong with hearts, right? Hearts and roses.
True. I'm not a fan of painting roses. I can paint them. I've painted them millions of times. I am not a fan of painting them. Now, drawing them, I love to draw roses, like pen, colored pencils or charcoal. I love doing that, but actually painting them, not so much. I don't really care to do it, but I've done it millions of times. But yeah, but I know what I'm painting on my next painting for Thursday. Of course, I haven't done it yet, but I have it in my head what I'm going to do.
Oh, I have a question for Connie and Annie. How
What's
hard is
that?
it to take a knitting? How hard is it to take a knitting pattern and convert it to a crochet pattern?
It depends on the stitches. The thing is crochet, it's a lot harder to make it look like knit because you do the ribbing is knit 1, purl 1, knit 1, back and forth, or knit 2, purl 2. That gives you your ribbing, but the ribbing looks different because the top of the rib looks like a braid, where on crochet it does not. And it's a little bit difficult. It's just not. You could do it, but it's not going to look the same.
Okay, let me look this. Let me find the pattern first, and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Bum.
Tracy's working on a blanket.
It would.
Cool.
It's on Yarn Inspirations. It came up as a knit pattern, and I'm like, I want that as a freaking crochet pattern.
Welcome back, Jeff. Well, it will depend on what it looks like, because honestly, actual stitch wise, when you're knitting, you have knit and you have purl. It's just how you put it together, which makes it look different. Because you can do a lot with those 2 stitches, but it's just how you do it. What are you doing tonight, Joe? You said you're working on the shawl, right?
Yeah, the wrap.
The wrap?
Yeah, I need some more.
More
Less
pink?
than it. Yeah, it's not quite big enough, I don't think.
And that's from Mainstay or
Yes,
the pink, right?
right.
I think I have it's a bright pink. I think I have some of that.
I hate how their desktop patterns don't match the mobile patterns.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you send it in the group, I can click on it and look at it.
No, I got to find. Okay, let me find it on my phone again. Then
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just adding some more links to this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's tall too. I mean, decent size. So
Now, is it a rectangle like my wrap, or is it
it's
yeah, it's
triangular.
rectangle.
okay,
Oh,
This is a rectangle one.
like the one I made?
Yeah, but when I put it on me, it covers my shoulders, but that's it. You know, I don't know if should it go halfway down your back, maybe.
Yes, it should go at least halfway down your back.
Because I mean, you can. He's 6'1". I'm 6 foot. So if it covers me on my shoulders, it's going to cover him.
Right.
You know, so
How wide is it?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it your
Um,
arm length or
and then some. Yeah, it's a little long.
that's okay. Longer, I like longer than shorter. You just have to make it wider because it's got to go at least down. I like them to go almost to my waist or
Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna need more yarn.
but I'm shorter, so it's less yarn for me.
Like I'm saying, oh Jesus, I'm gonna need more yarn.
Right. At least to
But
your
you know,
waist.
I go to the store on Wednesday, so you know I could always pick up a couple more.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh mercy. Yeah,
I
'cause
I knew I should have taken a picture of it.
Okay.
Okay, dogs walked.
Cool.
this I'm gonna call this my never-ending wrap because it's like never-ending.
Yeah. What's the stitch that you're using?
Do that.
Oh, okay, that's right. I remember you telling me that.
But there's some that Bag O'Day has on there I want to try that she's put out the last within the last week. She's put several out that I want to try.
I
I was
haven't even
watching
looked.
one over there at Dad's because we weren't really doing anything, and my brother's like, "What are you watching?" And I was like, "A tutorial." He's like, "On what?" And I was like, "How to crochet." He's like, "Well, I thought you knew how to crochet," and I was like, "I do, but there's different stitches." He's like, "I thought you knew them all," and I was like,
Oh no.
"Huh." I was like,
There's
"How
so
many stitches do you think there are?" And he's like, "Oh, 20 or 30," and I was like, "Oh no, 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 no."
there's hundreds.
So I clicked on Bag O' Days and I went into her playlist of like stitches, and he was looking through and he's like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "This ain't even all of them, dear.
Yeah. That's awesome,
It's
Mary.
never
She
ending. There's always more coming out."
well, Mary just said she finally finished her never ending blanket. That's awesome.
It's not really never ending though, is it?
Well, it is if you stop doing it.
And what stitch did you use, Mary? If she says single crochet, I get that one. That would take forever.
Yes, I do not like doing blankets in single crochet.
It
Well, I
used to
mean,
be that it
but it
used to be
takes.
that's the only stitch I knew, so that's all I made was single crochet everything that was square and rectangle because that's all I knew to do.
I'm doing single crochet on this hat in the
Yeah, I
ribbing.
did hats like that. That's not so bad, but if you're doing like a blanket,
Yeah.
I did a baby blanket in the thermal stitch, which is a single crochet, but you crochet in the front and the back loop of each
Mm-hmm.
stitch. So it's kind of
Right.
two-sided. It thickens it.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, I wish I had never started this.
So she's
Mary
doing the
did a
corner to
corner
corner
to
open block.
corner. Yeah,
Open
open
block.
block. I've never done corner to corner. I've watched it and I was like, my hell no. Not for me.
I've
See,
actually never done corner to corner.
I have a stitch, a swatch that I did several years ago, and it is double sided. So I would have to show it to you guys. It's double crochets. So you do one row of double crochets, and then you go back over those double crochets and put a back on the side on the back of it, and then you move to the next one, and it's really, really super thick. It's like a half inch, almost a half inch thick. Uh, I mean, it's really thick. That's why I only did one little swatch of it to see if I liked it. Decided I didn't, but I kept it, and it's super, super thick. It's like you go down when you come around, you go back down onto the stitch, and you crochet up the back of the stitch. So yeah, it's really thick. And I don't even remember what it was called. It was so many years ago. I saw a video, someone did it, and I just did it. I didn't have a pattern or anything, which I don't use a lot of patterns other than like amigurumi and stuff like that. I use a pattern to learn a stitch, and then I just make something.
I have a book of stitches. I call it my recipe book.
I have a book. I have that too.
So if I don't really know what I wanted, my next stitch to be, I'll just look through that and see if anything
Yeah.
strikes me. There's a
Excuse me.
couple, like I said, there's a couple of bag of days. I just want to do some swatches
Yeah.
and see if I'm going to like them
Uh huh.
and how easy they are to follow. Because some of hers are just like, no, mm-mm,
Mm-hmm.
no. You got all these back loops, and no, I hate back loops.
Right.
And then if there's one that she does a lot of triple crochet, I was like, nope, sorry, Crystal, ain't doing it.
Yeah, I do that too, but I don't like it.
I don't like triple crochet at all.
I mean, I've done it a lot, but I don't like it.
Yeah. If it's something like in a shawl that you just have like one row here or there, so I can handle that. But sometimes I was like, okay, instead of a triple, I'm using a double. Because I just don't like triples. So I just kind of I wing it. I wing a lot of things though.
Yeah.
I think it matched up on the stitch short. I'm just winging it. We'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Because I'm not ripping out a bunch of stitches just because I'm one short somewhere.
Right.
So I just add in an extra stitch. So it should be alright.
Yeah.
We wing it, we go with the flow, and call it done. My crochet is not perfect. If you want perfect, go buy it at the store.
Exactly.
Because I noticed on here, there's a place on here where I must have missed a stitch because it's a little bit bigger of a hole. I was like, well,
That, ha-
it'd be
that,
all
hap-
right.
that happens.
It'd be all right. John's not willing to care. He's only going to wear it for 30 seconds anyway.
I'll wear it
Mhm.
every show.
Every show from here and on out.
I'll wear it every show until I get something different.
You're like, somebody please make me something different that's not pink.
Color doesn't matter. Color doesn't matter.
I figured this would just be a wrap, and then when you're done with it, you can give it to your wife or
Can't find what I'm looking
donate
for.
it,
Okay.
donate it or whatever. Don't matter. And if I
The
would
one,
have made this into a triangular shawl, it would have been done long before now. Yeah, I
right.
should rip it out and start over.
No, not when it's
I
already
could
that
have it
big.
done in a day and a half if I was just doing a shawl.
Just make a
Probably
shrug.
sooner since it's a full weight. Because if I make the easy breezy shawl with a 2 weight, I can have it done in 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Don't press on it. Thumb down.
Takes no time at all.
This has taken me forever because it's single crochet, but
Yeah, and then there's yarn over there in this box that Mary sent me that just calling my name, and it's like, hurry the hell up with that already so you can start this.
mm-hmm.
I'm
Uh,
trying. I'm trying, I promise. I only like to have just one or two whips at a time going.
I usually,
And
if I do more than one at a time, then I end up not going back to the other one. So I like to get a project and get it done and then move on.
yeah, I do have the tablecloth I'm still working on too. These are the only two I'm working on.
Yeah.
And the tablecloth, I went through her entire tutorial for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's actually supposed to be a rug,
Yeah.
but I want it to hang down on the sides of the table, so uh, I'm winging it.
That works.
I'm just gonna wing it and go from there.
Yeah.
you're winging it for the
Um,
wings that you can drape off the table.
that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably a lot of double crochet. I might even throw in some triple crochets to give it some length. As much as I hate them, let's go for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I have one cake of the blue left, so I'll go through that one, and what size it ends up is what it ends up.
Yeah.
I suppose if I needed to, I could add some white to it on the bottom part.
True.
We'll see the size and how it is when I'm done with the yarn. And the guy that lives upstairs, we live in a duplex. I'm downstairs, he's upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
He texted me earlier, the hot water in your shower froze. Not that I know of. I went and checked. Nope, we have hot water. He's like, mine's froze solid.
That's not good. That's how water lines bust.
His does that every year.
He should be, when it's going to be that cold, he should turn on a faucet in his apartment on a drizzle overnight and it will keep it from freezing.
Yeah, we have one going right now in the kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah, you do that to keep it from freezing.
But during the day we don't so much because everybody's in there using water all throughout the day.
Well, yes, too. But like in
But
my
like at this
house,
time of the evening, we don't use water a whole lot unless I'm making like some hot chocolate or something like that, some
hmm
noodles. See, we have it on this like a small drizzle.
Well, see, my basement is not cold. It is warm. I still put the water on a drizzle, but my basement is not cold. So, um,
Ours is freezing down there.
well, I have bedrooms down there, and so
It's like a
there's
creepy dungeon down there. It's spooky.
oh, mine's not spooky. I have
It's like things horror movies are made out of from down there.
yeah, I have a storage room, and that's where the furnace is. But there's heat that goes. I have heater uh, uh, outlets down there, and I have them because that's where the dogs sleep. The chihuahuas, they sleep down there, so there's heat, so they don't get cold.
Hmm.
So it stays comfortable down there. It's never cold. Well, except for when the air
Yeah.
conditioning's blowing in the winter, in the summertime. But during the winter, it's warm.
Yeah, we're supposed to be down to with the wind chill negative between -25 and -30 tonight.
Let me see what ours is.
So yeah, we've got both heaters on. I told Zach if his room gets too cold to come in here, or if he doesn't want to do that, I've got um, three freshly made blankets over there just waiting to be used or whatever. To come get them.
We're only going to get to -2
Doesn't he have enough?
tonight.
What, John?
Doesn't Zach have enough? Doesn't Zach have enough blankets already of yours?
Yeah, he steals a lot of
Gonna be like
them.
the Princess and the Pea. 23 blankets in his room.
He does. He sees a blanket and he starts using it, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I like the color." Okay, whatever. I have the blue and white one. I have the one that I made out of the red heart square, gray square yarn. It was like the fall colors, oranges and stuff.
Yeah,
And then I have that red and white. I call it my candy cane blanket. That's what it reminds me of, candy cane.
yeah,
It's one row white, one row red, and I just kept going with that. I was glad that blanket was over. But I didn't sew in any ends. I just crocheted over them. Like, nope, I'm not sewing in nothing. The only sewing I did, to weave in ends was the beginning and then at the very end. That was it.
yeah,
But it's done, and I don't know. Mary sent me a bunch of the Karen cinnamon swirls. That
yeah,
kind of has a blanket
Oh,
calling my
yeah.
name on that. That one, that one would be a good blanket, I think. I have to look see how many I have and how many yardage, I'll have.
yeah,
I don't
Well, I
tend to
told you,
make
Joe. You
small
got to make.
beds.
You got. I told you. You got to make something for your just yourself, though.
One day, I have a blanket. I have a purple one.
You have this fancy yarn now. Just think of what you can do with it.
Yeah, usually when I have yarns, like one skein of it, I'll make a hat or scarf. I don't wear either one. Um, I don't know. Maybe a poncho, maybe, but I wouldn't wear like a shawl. I suppose I could make a top. I don't know. I don't know. Possible. I'll have to go through and see what all is in there again, because I know I'm sharing some of it out. Because there's a blue millions that I told John I would share with him because there's two of them.
Right.
And I know he likes blue a lot.
You think?
Yeah, so I'd share that with
What am I,
him.
what am I going to do with one skein or one cake? One rule.
You can do a lot
It makes
with one.
makes a lot. It makes a shawl.
No, I need two.
No, you don't.
Hint,
It's
hint.
not like it's not like I don't know. It, I don't know how many other yards those have. Is it 800 or 1100, something like that yards?
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, depending on the size of shawl you want to make, I suppose. And it also depends on the stitches too. And you're making all single crochet, then you're going to need two of them. Like a moss stitch one, that would probably take two.
I like the moss stitch.
Yeah, that might take two.
I don't use it very often, but I do like it. I made
I
something with
made
moss stitch not too long ago, though.
I made one with a moss stitch, and it took over one of them. It took and open up the other one to finish it off. But yeah, it just depends on what stitch you're using, what size.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, some of
Mm,
Crystal's stitches, I thought that would make a good wrap, like rectangle wrap
Mm-hmm.
with that type of yarn. But I have to see before I start using that. I'd use a 4 weight just to test out the stitch and see how it's going to look.
Yeah.
And of course, it also depends a lot on the size hook you use.
True.
With a 2 weight yarn, doing a shawl is like a triangular shawl. I
Mm-hmm.
use a 6, 7, or an 8 millimeter.
Yeah.
I don't use like 3.5 or 2.5, whatever it tells you to use.
Yeah. I'm using a 5 on this one. I was using a 6, and it was and I was doing a half double, and it was just too soft and too floppy. I wanted it to
Uh,
be more structure, so I switched to single crochet, and I'm using a 5 now.
yeah, there was one that I had. I don't know what brand it was, but it was a 2 weight yarn. And it said something like a 2.5 hook, and I started laughing. You've got to be kidding me. I don't think I even own a 2.5.
I might own one.
I, I,
Oh, I know I do actually. I do, but I don't use it very often.
I'd have to look. Yeah, I probably do. I don't have the really tiny ones, like the metal ones or whatever.
Yeah, I have those.
I know I don't have any of those,
Right,
but I might have a 2 or a 2.5.
right. That's what I
But
started
I would
out
never
crocheting
use
with.
it.
I
I
started
would never
crochet.
use it.
Yeah,
No,
I started crocheting with those little ones because I was doing doilies, and I
oh
made
yeah.
snowflakes and angels for my tree and my Christmas tree, and
Mhm.
I did some collars, lace collars and stuff. I also was tatting, and tatting you use the same thread.
Mhm.
You just
I
don't.
think like most, like when I'm making like a washcloth, sometimes I'll go down to a 4.
Yeah, so it's a tight stitch.
Yeah. But usually I try to get by with a 5 and see how that is first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 4 is just a little bit too small for me. And I
Right.
don't I don't mind the looks of it and everything, it's just that my hands hurt using the smaller hooks.
I think because of the rubber, or the silicone, it doesn't seem it's as small as it is. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah. And John, I'll have you know that hook that you sent me, Michaela tried to steal it.
Really?
Yeah,
The prim.
I took it with me with that yarn. I was gonna, in case I decided to crochet while I was there. I had it in a bag, and I pulled the bag out of my, oh no, handbag or whatever, and set it to the side because I was digging for some pain meds. And she looked at the bag and she's like, "For me?" And she pulled out the yarn, and then she pulled out the hook. My own hook? No, 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 no.
That's funny.
Yeah. So she told her mom asked her when we were down there. She's like, "Are you gonna crochet when you get older, like Joe?" She's like, "Yes," and she's gonna teach me everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, she's when I'm down there for more than overnight, I bring the bigger hook, and she stands in front of me, and she'll crochet as my hands over hers, and she's like, slip it through, snag it, and pull it through, and she'll do it. My hands are just there as a helpful guide, but she's actually doing it herself.
So
Megan has a video of
Hey,
that
Thrifty,
she
how's it
took,
going?
and she's like, "That's so cute. You guys are both sitting there crocheting." I was like, she actually was doing it after a few minutes of helping her with it. She was actually doing it. I was just a helpful hand, guide if she needed it. And she's like, "You're serious?" And I said, "I'm serious." She's like, "Oh my
Cool,
God,
cool.
you're going to get her hooked on yarn. Now she's going to be wanting yarn all the time." I was
hey,
like,
Well,
"Yeah."
there's
yeah.
more.
So she,
There's a lot more expensive
so
things
she,
to do than that.
I was like, "I'll hook her
yeah, well,
up."
she can share yarn with you though.
Mhm. We're kind of far away,
Yeah, but
but
you
I can
can
hook
get
her up with yarn. I said,
you
"I will
can get
send it her anytime."
yarn. You can get yarn at really good prices, and so that she could do things. No big deal.
Yeah, I said, "Man, all you got to do is give her some maid face.
Hmm.
Red heart's got all kinds of different colors.
Right.
I learned on red heart.
So die.
I
Well,
used
they got
that
those
for
variety
years.
packs too, though, right? Like the ones I got.
Hmm.
They were in the clearance section at my Walmart, and they were like $9 on clearance. And I was like, no. I figured if they were $5, I'd pick up one for a giveaway or something.
Yeah.
I still gotta send out Lydia's. Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah.
I'll get it. I have it sitting here. I'll have to make sure Willie grabs it tomorrow when he leaves, so
Yeah.
he can take it and weigh it and send it. I don't even know what all I put in there. I just grabbed some yarn and stuck it in a bag.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I know people sometimes when they win something from me, they're like, "I can't use wool." And I was like, "You don't have any problem with me with wool, because it's rare I have wool.
Right.
And if I do have wool, it's because I've won it somewhere."
Yeah, like the wool that I got from you, and I can't use it because we didn't realize it was had wool in it. So now
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
use it
I
as a
thought it said
giveaway.
100. I thought it said acrylic. Well,
It
I
says
didn't know.
it's like 85 or 80% acrylic, and the rest is wool. When I pulled it out, I'm like, oh no 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 no! I shoved it back in there and shut it, and then I turned it and looked at it, and it said it had wool in it. I'm like, ah. Because I wanted to
Damn,
use that yarn. Oh well,
sorry.
it's not your fault. You didn't think it had any wool in
I
it. No
didn't
big
think to
deal.
look.
That's okay. I should have asked. So it's on me.
Well, you have it for a giveaway or something now.
Yeah, I'll just
Or
never open it.
if you know somebody.
Well, I'm gonna be. Yeah,
Motorboat scared the crap out of me. I have a box sitting here in front of me
and he was.
that
She was
has
in it.
yarn and stuff on the couch. I didn't realize she was on the other side. All of a sudden, her head peeked around the corner. Jesus, make more noise or something, damn. Scared the crap out of me. I thought she was over in front of the heater.
mm,
And we had a cat over here earlier today. It's been in the neighborhood. I mean, it's somebody's cat. But it
right.
was so cold and windy. I let it in.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always been friendly, wrapped around her legs, lets you hold it, everything.
Like that cat that was around my house for a while.
Yeah. So I let it in and, gave it some food and water, and um, let it warm up for a little bit, and then it wanted to go back out, and I let it go and it probably went home because it took off.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't going to keep it. I just wanted to get it warmed up because it was negative numbers out there.
Yeah, that cat that was hanging around here, it disappeared. I haven't seen it in, oh gosh, 2 months? Oh, well, yeah, it's been at least 2 months or almost 2 months since I've seen it. And I don't know if somebody picked it up, if they kept it in their house, or or what. But I thought it was my neighbor across the street's cat. But I've seen her other cats and I've not seen that one. So
Hmm. Who knows then? Yeah, this
yeah.
is a solid gray cat, and it's very. I mean, it's a plump cat. I mean, it's getting taken care of from somewhere.
Well, that one was too. It not only was it
So,
nice and plump, but it was also extremely clean and
uh-huh.
soft and friendly
This-
and
Yeah, this one was super friendly. Let you pet it and went up in your lap, and
right. And
you didn't like it much, did you?
stray cats do not do that.
Uh-uh. Yeah, motorboat didn't like it too much, but
I'm
we weren't
sure.
doing it for very. We didn't do it for very long, just enough for us to warm up, and when it wanted to go out, we let it out, and it left. You
Hmm.
can't lay on top of my crochet. What the hell are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Okay,
What
well, that hat is finished.
Cool.
are you
I
doing?
will knit one next.
That's an ice pack. Get off of the ice pack. It's on my leg. That's
But
actually the ice pack's on my leg at the moment. And it's settling down my electrocutions. That's why I got ice on my leg.
Mm.
Come on, get down. Or you have to get off the crochet at least. Do it. Get down. Such a brat. You're a brat. You messed up my ice pack. I'm gonna kick your butt. I will. I'll kick your butt. Yes, I will. I will. Just wait and see. She's sitting there staring at me like, go ahead, do it.
Hmm.
There's a squirt bottle that she gets squirted with when she misbehaves. She's
Right.
rubbing all over it right now. I said, I'll give it a little squirt. I will. You won't do it anymore, will you? Yesterday or last night I got up. Well, and I stood up and looked over at that yarn box that I had that Mary sent me. She's
Mm-hmm.
laying right on top of all the yarn.
Of course.
And I was like,
She's
what
like,
the,
thanks, Mom, for the new bed.
what the hell? I know.
Okay, Mary, enjoy it. Mary's going to go enjoy watching it snow in East Texas.
All right, Mary, have fun.
Yeah, have fun. Thanks for coming in.
Yep.
Just snow.
Yeah, but not in Texas. They don't get snow very often.
Yeah. I was surprised that it's snowing here right now with it being in negative numbers.
Yeah, we got a little dusting today. Um,
Usually it's too
instead.
cold at that temperature to snow.
Yeah, same here.
But it's saying, nope, I'm gonna snow. So it is.
In
Oh,
Utah, in
where's my
Utah, it's super cold, and they got snow. And up in the mountains, over the last month, they have, I think it's like 8 or 9 feet in the
oh
mountains,
wow.
which
That's
is pretty normal. I mean, just for skiing, the ski basin has to be close to 300 inches to be able to ski.
It's gonna be a
So,
hell of a spring runoff, though.
well, yes, it will be, but um, let's see, last year there was a little bit of flooding. The year before that, there was a lot of flooding, but the worst flooding was in 1983, the year me and Ron got married. Uh, all the rivers, they ended up having to put sandbags down State Street, down the center of Salt Lake, and the water ran off down the street, and then they uh, tapered it off to the Great Salt Lake. The problem is the levees had no pumps on them, and so they weren't working properly, which was no good. So
Nice.
they put all the pumps in, and so the next year, um, when the water started getting close to overflowing, they turned the pumps on and pumped all the water into the levees. Well, year before last, the pumps were no good anymore because it had been there for years and years and years. So, and they hadn't had any problems. So they took them all out, and then it flooded almost as bad as 1983. They had no pumps for the levees. So now they've re-put new pumps in so they can pump the water into the levees. But yeah, the year before last, it was pretty bad. It took out lots of homes and all kinds of things. We'll see this year. I have some friends that live up in the mountains, and as of 2 weeks ago, they had almost 6 feet of snow.
Oh wow.
Well, even in downtown in Salt Lake, uh, or in the valley, they got 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks? 3 weeks? No, it was just before Ron went there. They got 3 feet of snow in the valley.
Well, hell no.
That's
Oh,
normal. That's just something that happens. Utah gets lots of snow. It doesn't
no,
always
no.
hit. It doesn't always go in the valley, but it always goes in the mountains, and that's why they have such good snow skiing.
I
I
heard that.
remember. I'm sure you did. um, when I was pregnant with my youngest daughter, I was had drove to work in this little tiny Colt, Dodge Colt, and it was like a tin
Mhm.
can. It was just super small, and it was a stick shift. And when I,
It's a little Mustang.
huh, little what?
A Colt, a little Mustang. Little Mustang.
Well, yes, but it was a Dodge Colt, and it was a little hatchback, and it was just a itty bitty tiny car, and I drove it to work, and it was had started to snow. I was there for 3 hours. I was a speaker at Weight Watcher meetings, and so I had to lead the meeting, and I spoke, so I couldn't leave early, and they didn't. We called and said, "Can we end early?" They said, "Nope." So by the time we got done and all the money and everything was counted and all the paperwork was done and we left, we had a foot and a half of snow. And so it took me almost 3 hours to get home from work. And I was working about 40 minutes away. It took me about 3 hours to get home. And that snowstorm, it snowed for 3 days without stopping, and we ended up with 46 inches of snow at our house.
That's too
And
much.
it was a lot. But guess how many school day or snow days my kids got?
0.
Mm-hmm. 0. This storm started on January 2nd. It ended on January 5th. The kids went back to school on January 3rd and never, in fact, when I was growing up, we only had one snow day. And when my kids were growing up, we had 2 snow days, all the years. They just they don't call snow days because the plows are so good at cleaning the roads, and they sand the roads. They don't put salt down. They sand them, which um, is better than salt because sand, it doesn't just disappear. It leaves grit for something for your tires to grab onto.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that year they literally had to pick up the snow and put them in uh, dump trucks and took them out to the West Desert and piled it huge piles out in the West Desert off of I-80. Almost to where the salt flats are, but not quite that far.
Not really much.
Mm-hmm. My hands are getting tired.
Uh-oh.
I've been at it for a while, and it's single crochet, so oh,
You're supposed to stop and stretch and rehydrate. You know that, right?
I do. Do you do you have any idea how many
Good.
fluids I've drank since dinner time?
Nope.
Almost
Gotta keep
50
track of your
ounces.
fluid intake. No wonder you got so wet bottom.
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh my. Mm.
That's 32 ounces that I've drank since lunch or since dinner, and I drank probably 15 out of this one already. And I don't wake up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I doesn't even wake me up. I hold it and wait till morning.
I'd be up all night long.
The only time I wake up during the night is if my dog has to go to the bathroom. Then I'll take him out and if I have to go, I'll go then. But if he doesn't wake me up, which he doesn't always, he wakes me up maybe twice a week to go to the out. Sometimes only once a week. Sometimes no times a week, and I sleep all the way through. Like what night was it? When I slept in Saturday, no, Friday. I slept in Friday, and I didn't get up until 9:30, and I went to bed at 11, and slept straight through. Other than when the dog woke up, I handed him off to my husband, and because he won't get out of the bed without me telling him it's okay. And even when I'm in Utah, my husband has a heck of a time getting him out of the bed because I'm the one that's got him trained. He
You
won't
need to
just
send
jump.
him a voicemail and tell him it's okay to get off the bed, and he can play the voicemail for him.
Well, I don't usually tell him. I do sometimes, but okay, so he stands up and then he lays across my stomach. And then I kind of tilt and say, okay, get off. And he gets off. So when I'm not there, he just sits there, my husband, and my husband's tugging on him and has to pull him so he'll jump off the bed. Because he won't get off the bed without me. Otherwise, for me, he just lays on me and then I say, okay, and kind of tilts a little bit, jumps off. But he's always done that since we got him almost 3 years ago. In fact, the 28th, he turns 3, and we got him when he was 8 weeks old. So my husband didn't think he was trained until I went to Utah when he was about a year and a half old, and he thanked me when I came home. He goes, "You really do have him trained?" I'm like, yeah. I really am not going to have a dog that's not trained. Other than though he pulls when Ron takes him to the park, he does not pull when I have him on a leash, but he will with Ron because Ron doesn't give him any direction.
The first time I crocheted.
Holy cow!
Your movements,
Jess
John, have
wants to be
gotten so
quiet
much
there.
smoother, and you don't hesitate before you make your stitches now.
Yep.
Is that a good thing?
Yes.
Okay. Still a newbie though. I don't
We're all
know.
still newbies in one way or another.
I'm I find that I'm still looking at it when I'm doing it though, because I don't want to screw it up.
You may
Lots
always
of
do
people
that.
Right.
always have to look at their work.
I was gonna say you may never get to where you can't. You don't. It
I
really.
always look at my work.
I don't know. I've seen people crochet that just they didn't even look at their work. It's just hand memory. Like
Well, yeah, I do that a lot,
what's the
but
word?
the thing is it's
Memory
you
motion.
don't. Yeah, but not all
Muscle
people
memory.
do that. Yeah, muscle memory, but not all people do that.
That's the word. Oh.
Some people, like Joe says, she always looks at her work, and I'll glance down at my work, but I don't sit and look at it.
I
But that was
actually
from
look more at my
years and
crocheting
years.
than I do my knitting. I don't really have to look at my knitting, but when I'm crocheting, I have to pay attention.
Yeah, see, knitting I don't have to at all. other than to turn when when I get to the end to turn. But I don't have to look. I can do knit, purl, doesn't matter. I can do front, back, switching yarn. I mean, because I've been doing it for so many years.
Yeah,
But
crocheting or knitting, I hate changing colors. I don't give a crap which one it is.
yes, but I can do the knitting where I knit on the front with one color and knit on the back with a different color, and it's all one piece. But
So you
Oh.
carry your yarn.
We're
well, yeah, I
getting
carry it.
lurkers out there in the chat. Hold on a second. Let me
Okay.
turn my lurker video up. Jeff's there.
Yeah.
Only
No,
6 people watching. Wow.
yeah. I don't know if I would call it carrying because I crochet to the front and then grab the other yarn and crochet to the back. And so I'm crocheting it. I mean, not crocheting, I'm knitting it um, at the same time, but it's together. It's hard to explain, but I'm not actually carrying it. Carrying it would just be,
So you're doing
uh,
double-sided knitting.
yes, double-sided knitting.
Okay.
Well, I do that sometimes. Right now, I'm not doing anything, but I did find my knitting needle that I lost a few months ago in my chair. The one I showed you guys that was bent.
I hope you
Well, all
didn't
my
find it the
knit,
hard way.
all no, it fell out. All my knitting needles are bent. I always bend them the way I hold them.
No, I was talking about getting poked in the butt when you sit down on it.
Well, yeah, no, it rolled down the side and it was inside. And when my husband laid it back, it rolled out. I looked everywhere for that dang thing. I turned that chair over and I searched and could not find it. I thought it was lost for good. And then it fell out, it just fell out. So
It was
I
playing
have,
hide and seek.
yeah, I do have a full new set that I could use if I needed to, but those were my favorites. I've had those for mm, so a long time. Like 50 something years I've had them. That set, anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, I got them when I was 8 years old. My mom couldn't afford to buy, well, they gave the set to us and they gave us yarn. And after that, she couldn't afford to buy us me yarn. So I would buy it myself. But I learned how to crochet when I was 8 years old. And, I mean, not crochet, knit. And so I just started knitting and yeah. Now my brother knew how to crochet, but I told him I didn't want to learn it because I was knitting. And then I think I was 21 when I started crocheting. But I was already like embroidering, cross stitch, tatting, all that before, and quilting and sewing long before I started to crochet. Hi, Lydia.
Olivia.
Olivia.
Jeff said he'll be doing Jeff's Garage on his other channel.
Cool.
I'm trying to decide if I want to cast this hat on tonight or tomorrow.
What needles are you using?
I think these are. It's my
Hey,
interchange.
Lydia. How's it going?
I think they're six a
Oh,
six on a
uh-huh.
16-inch cord.
Okay. Like I said, I have a whole set of those. I don't use them.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Jess.
Jess.
Yes.
Hello, hello. What are you guys doing?
I'm getting ready to get off of here. I'm tired.
Crocheting.
I've
Well,
been.
It's
have a
not even
lovely.
9:30 yet.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Do
but
you know where
usually you
you're
can stay
cooking?
until 10:30 though.
This
I
is
hear you
true.
yawning though. I hear you
Yes,
yawning.
I know. And I have got a
Mhm.
couple of things I got to do before I go to bed. So
Well,
yeah,
have
and
a
my
good night.
daughter. I will. And my daughter's not home.
Well, don't forget bingo tomorrow with Jessica
What?
2.0.
That's right.
I have a video tomorrow. I have a premiere. I don't have it set yet, but I'll have a premiere at 8 o'clock.
Goodbye.
Oh,
Central
So
Standard Time.
all right, I'll see you guys later. You have a good
Have a
Bye.
good
Have a
evening.
good
night.
night, Miss Honey.
Okay, bye.
but
Bye.
How was your trip,
yeah,
Miss Joe?
It was okay.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Let's see everybody.
Nice. Glad it was safe. No snow happened.
Nope, no snow. Of
It's
course,
a little slippy in our neck of the
their
woods.
front yard where you have to walk right through is nothing but a sheet of ice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the bad part. There's nothing but ice out there.
Yeah, we get to have a new kind of cold.
new
It's
kind of
it's
cold.
it's chilly. Yeah, it's burr. It's very burr outside.
Is it like an Arctic vortex?
I don't care what you call it. I call it burr. Hey, Miss
Or
Lydia and Jeff and Mary and Mandy and let's scroll up and see who Crafty Witch 232, Angela and Christy and Ivy and Tracy and everybody else I missed. Hey, Liz. And scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, Mona was here. I think I know where she went.
so the Crafty Witch is doing a premiere tomorrow. She's crocheting glow in the dark crystal balls.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're like, what? We're like, what? And then we're talking about you and your 1 year anniversary on Saturday.
Yes, 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 yes. We're gonna have a party.
You have more info on that or what? What's going on with that anyway?
Still not sure on the time yet. Not sure if we're gonna do 6 hours or 12 hours. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go live on Saturday. We're gonna do it on Saturday, not Friday,
Okay.
because Friday we have a bingo to be at.
We do.
We do. Do you know where?
What if I could?
Absolutely.
No.
All right.
Hotel James.
Yeah, that's right. I just threw yarn in your window, Crafty Witch. Boop, 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 boop. Yarny love. Yarny love. Hey, good night, Jeff. Yep, Papa is going to bed for bed. Mm. So
Bed.
I went
It's
to the
still
dollar store.
you
I
can
don't know. He
dollar
said
store.
night. So that necessarily doesn't mean that he's going to bed. But he said night. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Pressing buttons. So I went to the dollar store and I came across some more yarn.
Premier.
No, no. Uh-uh. It is a 100% acrylic, medium 4 weight. They had 3 colors. They had a green, a black, and like a antique-ish white. I have enough white to choke a rhinoceros, so I did not buy any. Uh, this is 400 grams. (909 yards, 831 meters). Red Heart
Classic X at the dollar store.
at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I wish mine get stuff like that, but it don't.
And how much was that? Don't tell me it was $1.25.
5. It was $5, but it doesn't feel like um, the regular Red Heart. This is actually very, very soft, which is weird. But it says Yarn Inspirations Red Heart Classic XL.
Wait, it's
So I
Yarn
got that one.
Inspirations Red Heart? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It says Yarn Inspirations Red Heart Classic XL. Is it a mislabel? I don't know. But then I also have one in olive. It's an olive green. Ew. Olive green. My lighting.
Oh, Yarn Inspirations owns Red Heart, apparently. Yarn Inspirations is home to the iconic Red Heart yarns and a treasure trove of free patterns. Red Heart yarns delivers vibrant colors and exceptional value. Yeah, Yarn Inspiration owns Red Heart, apparently. I didn't know that.
So, so anybody that likes yarn, $5 at Dollar Tree. Be on the lookout. Which these are different than the other $5 ones. The other $5 ones were the premieres, but they only had one of the black, a few of the green, and quite a bit of the white. Like I said, I don't need the white. No more white. And then, so I've got to get out my hooks. I haven't got them out yet. I haven't been home too long. So I came across a makeup brush holder with suction cups. So here's the suction cup. This is what it looks like. Where? Okay. So, got a
Looks like
makeup
an
brush.
extra. It looks like an extra large toe separator for painting your nails.
Nope, not that one. What is it? Watch it. There we go.
Fancy dancy. Where are we gonna put that at?
Or even. So yeah. And then I did get
Pom pom.
pom makers.
Those are the same ones I got.
So these ones are going to be in Saturday's giveaway. In one of them. Not this one, but this one. Yep. And I got some other things for the giveaway. Mm-hmm. Ooh, what's these guys? Little Jello mini snacks.
Are those like those fruit gushers for your mouth thing? Ones that pop open?
No, these are actually little Jellos. Little Jellos. Little mini Jellos. Little cute.
Oh, we lost Annie.
And we a few items for the giveaway. So what's everybody been doing today?
Working in the crocheting.
Working on crochet. What about you, Jojo?
Mostly just crocheting a little bit this evening. Didn't do much of anything today.
Well, yeah, you kind of had a busy weekend.
Huh?
I said, didn't you have kind of a busy weekend?
Yeah, we went down Saturday morning, came back Sunday morning.
Yeah, quite busy.
It was just an overnight, and it was house full. Yeah. And my sister got my son stoned on with gummies, because they were sitting there, all of them. I was in the bathroom or something. I came back. They were all in the back room, and she's like, "I'm getting your son stoned." I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "How you feel about that?" Oh, well, he's an adult. I mean, what are you giving him? And she's like, "Just a gummy." I was like, "Okay." She's like, "You really don't care?" And I was like, "No, I don't care." And it was a 10 milligram hybrid.
Okay.
And they're like, "Take half, just bite it in half," because he's never done them before.
Right.
And so he did that, and he brought me the other half. I was like, "I don't want it because I don't want to get high. If it was just indica, that I would, because that just mellows you out and helps with my pain.
Mhm.
That's what I take." And I was like, "No, you're taking hybrid. I don't want no part of that shit." So anyway, my brother ended up leaving, and everybody was, just chilling out. And Zach took a nap,
Yeah.
and then he got up. His eyes were so bloodshot and slanted. He looked like a Chinaman.
Uh,
You
I'm sure
know,
he was quite relaxed, though.
and Megan came in, and she's like, "Oh my God, look at his eyes." "Oh, I see his eyes." And her husband, we don't like him much, but even he was laughing. She's like, "Look at his eyes." And we were sitting in kind of in the back room. It was a little bit darker. And he's like, "I see his eyes." She's like, "No, go look at his eyes." And he's like, "I can see him from here." And he was laughing. Yeah, we were all laughing. And they asked him, "Well, how do you feel?" He's like, "I have cotton mouth and I'm starving." And he was sitting there eating and eating and eating, and then he was drinking and oh my God. So, yeah, he was a little stoned.
Oh, that's funny.
That
I'm
was
sure
his first
he
time
enjoyed
ever
that too.
doing anything like that. I've offered him, if he wanted to try the indica, but I was like, it won't get you high.
Not really. Mm-mm. It's just
You
more
know,
of a
and I said,
pain
if you
relief.
I took too many milligrams once, and I got nauseous and felt like I was drunk. So yeah, I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's when
I
you know
took,
you're a space
'cause,
cadet.
I thought they were 5 milligrams, so I took two, and they ended up being 10 milligrams. So I took 20 milligrams instead of 10. And you hush. So then
Motorboat.
I got really nauseous, so I had to take my anti-nausea stuff, and I just went to bed. I was like, oh hell no. So after that, I never take more than 10. But I've offered him, if he wanted to try it, he could. If he wanted just like to mellow out,
Right.
especially when he's having like meltdown days. Oh my God, take some pot, would you?
Right. Hey,
He,
Crystal.
but he didn't. But yeah, that's what he did. He
Right.
told everybody. He told everybody at work that's what he did too. It's like, how was your trip? It's like my aunt got me stoned. They just all laughed. They're like, no, really. He's like, no, really. She did.
I'm sure they didn't believe it.
Because he's pretty straight laced.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, because Megan was having one, and my brother
Oh,
had one. My sister, I think everybody but me had one. They gave Dad one, and he was in bed by 5 o'clock. I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
oh man. Poor Dad. Hey, Taffy, welcome in.
Yeah, and Dad's just like, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. It's only 5 o'clock. I'm tired. Okay.
Happy
So there you go.
Crystal.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I think I was the only one that didn't do any. Me and Michaela, we're the only sober ones there that night. It
Jojo.
didn't phase. It didn't phase my brother or his wife. I mean, they're stoners. They use it. They use it a lot.
Jojo,
Yes. Yes.
I did something yesterday.
Oh God, what did you do? Did you go shopping for yarn?
Well, I was in the area, right?
Of course you
And
I
were.
was in the area.
You just happened to be in the area. Yeah, I get it. Okay. What area were you in? Goodwill? Motorboat, I don't know what your issue is, but stop.
I'm sorry.
I said motorboat, not you.
Oh, okay. So I went to the store and I'm like, I just might as well, right? Just go see.
Sure, why not?
Why not, right? What's what are the chances that they'd have?
Oh, Jesus freaking Christ.
They had a little bit of yarn.
We're gonna call those body pillows of yarn.
Yeah. Put a pillowcase over it and then you're good.
So
That way
here,
at least your face doesn't stick to it.
Out of sight, out of mind. She won't even remember it's yarn. This damn pillow's so freaking lumpy.
Yeah, I can see it says yarn right on there. Yarn.
$14. $14.71.
Uh-huh. And how many those did you get?
well, just the one, because that's all they had.
Okay, just the one.
Just the one. But ooh, okay, that's not shiny. Ooh,
There's a lot of balls in there.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I gotta
Aunt,
find it. There we go.
Aunt Lydia's. That looks old.
That's, that's yeah, that's an old one.
Let it go. Let it go.
Yep.
That's old by the price tag on it. 72 cents? No freaking way.
Yeah. What's this one? That's a fun kind of color ish. It's weird. Purple, blue, permanently moth proof. Dapple lime.
Well, thank God for that.
Huh?
I thought, well, thank God for that.
Right. Let's see. You can't really see.
Oh,
There we go.
so that Aunt Lydia's is $12. That
This
orange one
one?
you had. Yeah, that's $12.
For real?
Yeah, vintage Aunt Lydia one skein, heavy rug yarn, 12 1206.
Okay.
$15 Canadian.
Here's another brand I've never heard of.
Zare luxury
There.
creslin.
This one was. Let me see. Nope.
I
Come
can't
on,
see
Mike.
that. I'm on my phone.
Uh,
Oh,
no, I don't
apparently
think
it's
you. Hmm.
apparently it's cashmere.
68 cents. What is?
That creslin yarn. Yeah, that yarn apparently it's cashmere.
That's acrylic.
100% acrylic.
Ugh. Ooh, it comes with a puzzle piece down there too. Sharing your information, marketing purposes. What's this? I think somebody just put this around there. This is interesting. Don't share your information.
Macrame rope, maybe.
Ugh. Ew. Okay, there's something in here that feels. Mm-mm.
Can't be moths.
What are you?
I didn't
Here's
even see Miss Ladybug when she came in.
a big
Hi,
Aunt Lydia.
Ladybug.
What are you? I like pink. Ugh. That's Aunt Lydia. So I think most of it's Aunt Lydia's. Who are you? Okay, I'm choking on yarn fiber. Vintage yarn fiber. Keep me alive. Eat my yarn. Botany Mills. It's the label's seen better days, but this is what it is.
Cool.
58 cents. Another one with a new. Leeward's Brilliant, Knitting Worsted Type, DuPont Orlon, and Nylon. All right, what year do you think this is from?
72.
Reward.
God bless it. Smells basementy. I think the rest are all the same. Lots of different colors, but I think all the same. They'll, most of them feel the same. Oop, nope, this red's different. And wow, that's pretty freaking cool. I don't think they had it. Telling you, you'll die. I got it from Goodwill. Hey, Angela. Check this stuff out. It's
So I'm guessing they did a lot of either macrame or rug making, just from the yarns that you're pulling out of there.
yeah. Yes.
Oh, I guess you're gonna start getting you're gonna start getting the macrame, aren't you?
Hold on. Another new label, Lion Brand.
Lion Brand's not new. That's an old one.
How old is that label? Wow. Ugh. This is 100% pure virgin wool. Dyeable. That's what I hear on this one. Very dyeable. Like every time I look, I find a new one. Ooh, puzzle piece. Definitely a Mickey Mouse puzzle. Or Minnie Mouse, sorry. Minnie Mouse. Minnie. Free puzzle piece. Who are you? Another Lion Brand. Like, what's going on? Why is it done like this? Like, I'm not understanding why these aren't rolled normally, right? Do you guys realize how this is actually hanked up?
Yeah, it's a hank. Yeah, it's a hank.
Yeah.
That's Lee Ward's, right?
This one is, yes, the Brilliant. Yeah, it's all in hank form. This is polyester. Ooh, 49 cents for 70 yards. A heavy rug yarn. Used for making beautiful punch needle, hooked, crocheted, tucked, woven, braided rugs, crocheted or knitted bags, hats, slippers, and other accessories, and toys and dolls. Ooh, This one's
So
actually like a real
that's what
yarn. So, listen,
Lee Ward used to be like the Bay or Eaton's, right?
who's that?
Um, it used to be a department store.
Mm, never heard of it.
It was like Lee Ward's was like a top of the line department store, like in the big cities.
Oh, and looks like here's another brand. This is Woolworth, Woolworth, Woolco, Rug Yarn, Kentucky Soft Spun, Shrink Resistant, that's good, Rayon and Cotton. 88 cents at Goodwill at one point.
Okay,
This is
so
old.
Lee Ward's Creative Craft, or Lee Ward's, was an American craft and fabric retailer founded in Elgin, Illinois in 1947. The chain had approximately 87 stores at its peak. In 1994, it was purchased by Michaels.
Oh, okay.
So anything that says Lee Ward's on it is pre 1994.
Okay. Good to know. Now I think we're done with mystery yarns. And we have all of the brands out and about. So slippers, rugs. Nope. I say that. Coats and Clark's red heart. Yeah, let's talk vintage. Like vintage all the way. Okay. And I think the rest is Aunt Lydia's, other than what's been balled up and not labeled. I know this brown kind of looks like none of these. Of course not. No, this is probably an Aunt Lydia's brown. So, yep, we have more yarn.
Cool, cool.
Lots more yarn.
Just a couple pieces. Yeah, nothing major. Just a couple little things. See, this is really this. Ow! Okay, nope, not what supposed to be. That was not cool. Um, virgin wool and nylon. I think these would make good slippers, but I guess maybe on the feet they wouldn't be so itchy. But this is itchy stuff, man. Like you could almost only make a rug out of it. What would you do with it? What would you do with this stuff?
It looks like a
Rug,
rug. It looks like a
rug.
rug.
Like it's almost asking to be a rug, isn't it? There's a lot of this. That. That.
No, I just got an email from Hobie saying there's only 25 minutes left for the 10% off sale.
Yeah. So I don't think I need to buy yarn.
You know you're going to. You don't need to, but you know you're going to.
Sometimes you don't have the yarn you need for the project you want to do,
Yes, apparently.
which is like all of the yarn that I have. I just haven't had the time to do the projects that go to the yarn. That's going to be my new excuse. Haven't had time. So, yarn. So anybody else buy yarn Tuesday? Yesterday. I don't know. Recently.
What was your question? Sorry.
Has anybody bought yarn recently?
No.
No.
Chat?
I'm not
You
allowed to buy
hear?
yarn. I'm gonna have to use up some yarn first before I buy more. It's my own rule though. If I use up one skein, I got to buy 10 to replace it with. So it's a comparative rule, I guess.
Crystal said yes. Mm. Yeah. That's it. Ooh.
Crystal said she bought yarn.
See, not just me. I bought two kinds of yarn from two different places and didn't spend a lot of money. Excuse me. What's on everybody's agenda for tomorrow?
Tuesday night bingo at Jessica SMC
Really?
2.0.
Bingo 2.0. And give me a second. I will put a definitive start time. And if I'm extra on top of it, I will actually already schedule it before I go to bed tonight.
So Connie says she has a premiere at 8 tomorrow.
Correct.
So
Um, hmm.
Must be getting colder outside. It's starting to get cold in here.
the weather outside is frightful.
It is. I don't like 25 below zero.
So delightful. Let it
Like
go, let
cold,
it
but
go, let it
that's
go. Seven. Bingo tomorrow, my channel, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time.
I'll be late.
Yep.
I'll be over there at Connie's.
I'll have her playing in the background. Oh,
Thank you, Robin. Robin, did you see my penguin?
Is he penguin?
Let me grab Ben the penguin. Ben the penguin. Here you go.
Oh, come on, baby.
Don't. It's still not quite done yet
What? Why not?
because I haven't done them yet.
Yeah, I noticed. Everyone did.
I was gonna
But
say.
yeah, that's phenomenal.
There's my Ben the Penguin. She's butthole. Look at that. And I'm making. Where are they? I'm making mittens for him. Get mittens for his flippers. I think I'm gonna sew them on though. Mittens for his flippers, and I'm making him a hat right now, which isn't quite done, but it'll be a hat with a pom pom on it. Boop, pom pom to match the scarf. Thanks, Robin. Just a man and his hook and some yarn. Robin, I think you should get back into crocheting. I can help you. I can give you some guidelines. People ask me all the time for instructions on how to crochet, which is weird. I'm like, no, you want to get direction from other people, not just from me. So, Rob, what have you been up to besides playing freaking Fortnite? Do you do anything else but that? Well, Fortnite and like freaking Funko Pops. Do you do anything else lately? Are you still crafting or what? Are you still scrolling? Why? Because the last time I saw you scroll, saw it was in your closet. Didn't really use it for a while. It's like storage now. I guess I should get back to work on my table runner too. So that sounds like a no crafting anymore.
Okay. All
So
right now,
you get more views, people watching you play Fortnite.
you
What
can
you're
have
saying?
something.
Daffy asked me about what crocheting. Well, I don't know. Is crafting really a low interesting? Because I know everybody that goes over and watches Indiana, is pretty. She's got a huge crowd every time.
What are you looking for? Mm.
I think I got shorter stick on this.
Why?
You all got peanut butter. I just got regular Hershey's.
Well, switch it with me then if you want some peanut butter.
You already had yours.
No, I didn't. I haven't opened mine. It's in my bag over there.
So Taffy, you don't crochet then? Do you knit? You know, we could always. Oh,
Crazy break up on
Jess, Jess, wouldn't that be an awesome show?
Get a bag. You don't want
Me
Mhm.
teaching Taffy how to me teaching Taffy how to crochet. Wouldn't that be an awesome show?
to try to put the
Mhm.
kids on.
We'd have to make that a pay-per-view event, though.
I thought you ate one last night.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm one right now.
No, I thought you ate a whole bag of them last night.
Of these?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, just put one in the bag either.
Hey, how's your shawl doing? I know it got put on hold for a bit.
And that's where it's at, still on hold.
Yeah.
I did crochet a little bit of it for a minute.
Well, you only have like what 4 or 5 more rows left to do, don't you? If that.
I'm not sure, but yeah, not too many at all. I'd say more than 4 or 5, unless they grow a whole bunch. But I still have quite a bit of yarn left, and it's supposed to use up the whole skein, ball, cake, whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's great,
So
Robin.
I almost want to say, if I remember correctly, I have like 7 or 8 left.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then your border.
Mhm. So yeah, almost done.
So, are you gonna do like a double row border around that, or are you gonna do like picos on it, or are you gonna add a fancy border to it, or?
I might have to search for a fancy border. Yeah, it's gonna have to take a specific border to go with this. A particular one. A particular one, and then yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. What we ended up saying, the navy.
Yeah,
I think is what we said. The highlight
yeah.
color was gonna be. I haven't seen it in so long.
This would be hilarious. Everyone who knows me would be there because they never go up on someone's channel. That'd be awesome. Like I said, we have to make that a pay-per-view event, though. Yeah, it'd be the best. We'll see. 2 hours. 2. How many rows did it do? 1, 2, 3.
Sure, we don't know. It looks like we still need
Sean, I
color.
do know how to crochet and a little knit. I'm also a crafter, and I can fish.
Okay, 14 rows in 2 hours. That was pretty good. 14 rows. Holy cow. Yeah, see, there you go, Jess. Look at your freaking awesome shawl.
Hmm.
I'm still trying to figure out how you're gonna block that.
I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 12 by 12 squares. But it's going to take some work to get it all blocked up.
Oh, I should. Where's my shawl? I should work some more on my shawl too. Okay, I'm gonna finish this one off. I'll finish my neck warmer off, and then I'll work on my shawl again. Oh,
Yes,
maybe I
I
should
need
finish
that.
Jessica's hat off first. I'll finish Jessica's braided hat off first. You'll have it for summertime. Does that work?
Maybe.
That's how fast I do with my work.
Let me see if it is. I have.
But I was reorganizing some of my yarn. I did clean up some of my shops this weekend, so
7 rows left plus the border.
seven rows plus the border. That's good.
Hmm.
That's a good 4 hours for you.
Maybe, yeah. If I actually sat there and done it and focused on it without distraction, yeah.
Oh, so you're not gonna do it on Saturday? That's like your Saturday project. Then is what you're saying.
Oh, not a chance. Not a chance. We're actually going to play a couple new games too on Saturday.
Cool.
We're going to play Family Feud. Is one of them.
Is it adult oriented Family Feud or is it just like regular?
Is it what a who? Battle?
Is it gonna be John answers or is it gonna be regular answers?
Depends on the time.
Okay.
Fair. That seems fair. And I have a new yarn bowl. And it's
Oh yes, you were
recorded.
gonna show that to us.
Yeah.
Wonder how many balls of yarn I can put in a colander and how many leads I can have coming off of it. Ooh. I should do that just for the fun of it. Just have like just get a colander, just have a bunch of leads coming off of it. Oh, it is the picture. Is it a picture?
No,
Is it part of a
no,
vacuum?
no. It's actually part of a hairdryer curling iron type thingy that my daughter had. So apparently, um, yeah, it's very, very, very weird. I don't know if your hair goes. No, your hair goes somewhere. You put your hair in here, and apparently it's supposed to spiral and make it
Oh, okay.
curly with the curling with the blow dryer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a yarn bowl.
So now it is a yarn bowl.
You know, you can probably just stick let's see, you probably stick hanks in there too. Look, it works awesome.
So
Now
yarn bowl
you need a stand for it
and
now.
Cost me nothing. That's what. It's an annoying. Hold on. Hold on. Oh. Where are you? Nope.
And Rob was asking, what's the biggest fish you've caught?
I don't catch fish. It was this big. This big.
I have a picture of my biggest fish that I caught. It was 46 inches.
It's almost as tall as her.
Yes, it was.
Mine was a catfish.
Yes, it was.
And I think it was 10 pounds.
Hmm?
The one I caught.
The big one.
You want some?
No, it was over 40 on the big guy. Let me see if I can find him. Here.
Man, this one was a 10 or 12 pound catfish. I did. And I caught it on a stale donut. And would you save that?
Got your crazy bread over here if you want it.
How much is left?
I only took a couple pieces and just poured it
You know your sauce open?
on. What?
How would they?
Really, Zach?
Hey, better to burp and taste it than fart and waste it. Just saying.
Oh, there's my first
I
one
know.
today. Better out that end than the other end.
Yeah, true.
See? Yes, he understood.
No, he warmed up my crazy bread and he was eating on it and he said the rest is in there. He brought me some crazy bread with garlic butter. It was mine anyway, but well, you know, whatever. I don't care that he eats it.
It's okay. I got my own JoJo. Thank you.
Yep.
Hey, Mona's here. Look
Hey, Mona's
who it
back.
is in the house. Mona in the house. Mona in the house. Where are
She
they?
was here earlier, wasn't she?
Yeah, Mona was here earlier.
Okay. Real. Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna finish off this one row.
And then.
And then. And then.
And then.
And they'll start a new row.
And then.
Then I'll start your projects.
And then. And then. And then.
many rows do you have left to go?
So it's long enough. It's long enough. It's just not tall enough. Makes sense.
Mm.
Story of my life. I'll never be big.
So it's long enough to go around my neck and my head, right? This way,
Mm.
but it's not tall enough yet. I think I want probably there to there to there. Probably another 4 inches onto it. So
Okay.
another 15 rows maybe. Then I'll just seam it up on the backside, and then be done.
Cool.
I know my work hat. I need to add some more rows to that though.
See, Robin?
It's a catfish.
It's a pretty, pretty kitty catfish.
Or what am I making? I'm making a neck warmer.
So that was the biggest one I caught.
No, I like a little baby.
My friend. This is my friend.
Who goes swimming with white pants on?
I wasn't swimming.
Or who goes fishing with white pants?
They
Jessica.
were light. And exactly. Me? Oh, yes, light.
Robin's asking, did you eat it?
The big one? No, put them back. No, you don't eat the big one. Mm-mm.
Why
No,
not?
put that one back. And they're too. I mean, come on now. You know how long it takes to get that big?
A couple years.
Quite some time. I don't know. Let's see.
Hey Mona, how's your
One,
granny square blanket coming along? Your weather
six,
blanket. Weather granny
seven,
squares.
six,
Sure we'll see you tomorrow night though.
six, seven. Let's see. All right. What is his? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Of course. Why can't I just tell me the answer quickly?
I'm sorry, am I in your way?
Okay, it takes like 45 years for them to even get to be like 18 inches long. So, quite some time when you're 46 inches. So, yeah, you don't eat them. And the meat's just not as good. It's just tougher. And hopefully let somebody else go have fun and catch it. But Catching the ones that are that big aren't really that fun because they don't put up a fight. There's like, okay, whatever. Mm.
They do if you're noodling them, though.
No noodling.
Why not?
Daphne, have you ever been noodling?
There's a noodling show on TV. Or used to be. I don't know if it's on anymore. I think they banned noodling in some of the states, didn't they?
I watched it before.
I think you can still do it in Oklahoma. That's where the show was out of.
Yeah, I think I've come a long way. Like Annie and Connie were saying, they're quite impressed with my speed and my dexterity and the flow that I have with my stitching now, compared to what, almost a year ago, 10 months ago. Yeah, about 10 months ago when I first started, right?
Yeah.
On my awesome slip stitch freaking. Why do you guys do this? These holes are so small. How do you freaking get your hooks into these? Why do you do this? Stupid slip stitches.
I didn't even know you were doing slip stitches. I was like, your tension's too damn tight. That's why. Loosen it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, like 14, 15 states you can still noodle in. Not steal a noodle, but still noodle for fish.
But I've amassed quite the collection of hooks and stitch markers and tags and rings I'll never wear and needles and yarn. I've collected quite the impressive collection of yarn. Okay, so if I got 15 stitches in this area here, then yes, another 15 stitches will work. That'll finish this off, but not tonight.
It's only 10 o'clock.
Uh, yeah, my time.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. It's even freaking square. There you go. It's even square.
Night, Robin.
Oh, good night, Miss Robin.
Good night, Robin. Yeah, it's midnight for Robin right now. All right, let me put this away. And oh, I found a trick, by the way. So all my half done whips, I have all these extra hooks that I have now. So I'll put a hook with it that I know what size it was.
I just write on a piece of paper what size hook and
I'm
what
not gonna.
stitch I want to use.
I'm not gonna waste ink on it. I'll just throw a spare hook into it.
And when you're ready to go back to it, hopefully you know what stitch you're using.
I had that problem today. I couldn't remember whether they were doubles or half doubles. Oh, by the way, Jess, Rob wants to change her numbers.
That's funny, Robin. He he. Ha ha ha. Okay, you can
All right.
change your numbers.
Yeah, you can change your numbers once every 6 months on John's bingo show on Friday nights. Jessica Bingo 2.0 is on tomorrow night, which is a fancy new concept, though, Robin. You should come and join that one. It's fun.
It's fun.
We have so much fun on
Bingo
that one.
2.0.
They're
2.0
both
Tuesday.
fun.
Mona says, "What's going on?"
It's different.
Mona,
We
you got your
have
numbers
fun
ready?
on both.
Got your numbers ready, Mona?
What?
We have fun on both bingos.
Bingo. We're playing bingo now?
No.
Okay. I think I felt JoJo's ears perk up. Like, oh, bingo? Now? What?
No, not no.
Ow.
I think she's starting at 8.
Huh?
Mona asked what time bingo tomorrow. I think she's starting at 8. Aren't you?
Yes, 8. Yes, ma'am.
Are we playing
8.
bingo now? No, we're not playing bingo now.
No, not now. Bingo tomorrow.
And Mona says, John, are you playing with me? I'm not touching that one.
Literally.
Got your numbers ready, Mona? What, Crystal? What? What'd you get, Crystal? Did you get yarn? Really, Christmas gift, Crystal?
What did you get, Miss Crystal?
I got yarn for Christmas, kinda. I got it from John. John sent me some yarn.
Yeah, but there's more yarn in the other box too, though.
Yeah, but that box is delayed for some reason.
I know. It freaking pissed me off.
He'll get here when it gets here.
What yarn did you get, Crystal? And
Or
where's
was it
from?
yarn? Or
What are yarn?
she got a keyboard for her laptop.
Mm, nice.
That's what Zach got from my brother. He got a cordless keyboard and mouse set for gamers that lights up and does all kinds of fancy shit.
Oh, nice. And you
So
can
he
see
was
it in the
he
dark.
was happy. That's what he asked for. When you tell my brother you want something specific, he'll go. He makes sure you'll get it.
Get that specific. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, what he does is he takes a list and gives Chrissy, his wife, the list and tells her to go get it. Because he doesn't have time. I mean, he owns businesses and he doesn't have time for Christmas shopping. And if there's something specific I want, I just go on Amazon, send him the link for it. That's what I want.
Yeah,
Yeah, see,
sometimes that's the easiest. That way you can get exactly what you want.
yeah,
Yeah,
see, Joe. It says here delivery standard January 17th. You should have gotten it 3 days ago. I don't know why it's delays can
Yeah,
happen for many reasons. But yeah, both boxes were sent at the exact same time.
yeah. I got the one, but not the other. No,
It doesn't make sense that that one's delayed.
I don't know it don't.
I should get a refund back on that with shipping. I should go ask them. Oh, technically today was a holiday though. Yes, today was a holiday.
Was it?
Yeah, it's Martin Luther King Day.
Oh,
Most packages are delivered no later than 5 business days after the expected delivery date. This is in transit. I don't know.
yeah. It's been staying in transit for a long time now. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
you should have gotten it on Friday. Fuck, piss me off.
Yeah, because the day we left, I checked before while we were getting ready to leave. It's like if it says it's on its way, if it's gonna be delivered that day, I'd wait till the mail ran because our mail runs early here,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. So it's like that. Okay.
All right, everybody. We're gonna say goodbye when Jeff comes back, and join us tomorrow for Jess's Bingo 2.0, and then I'll be on postal service. Well, doesn't because of the see. So the thing is, two parcels sent at the exact same time, left at the exact same time, arrived in Uxlachta, California at the exact same time. But yet one package went to her, and she got it. What Thursday, Wednesday,
Yeah.
not Wednesday. She should have gotten the other one at the exact same time, and it's still out for delivery right now. 3 days, 4 days later. You didn't just get here, Mona. You've been here for a while. We seen you earlier. So join us tomorrow for Bingo 2.0 and join us Wednesday for What If It Could. I'll be cutting some stuff. And join us on Friday for Bingo night, Friday Bingo night. And then Saturday, Jess is doing a 1 year anniversary uh, game and gift giveaway.
What time is that? Do we know?
She doesn't know yet. Depending on how late she goes on Friday, will probably determine how early she's up on Saturday. If she's planning on doing a 12-hour day, that means 8 o'clock to 8 o'clock, or 9 to 9, or 10 to 10, or 11 to 11. But you know Jess and her clock, right? So if she says she's gonna put 8:30, you know she's gonna be 9:15.
Hmm.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Sometimes no. I mean, not a lot of times, but sometimes. I'm just saying. Sometimes I'm early. Actually, I've been doing pretty good here lately, being early.
Yes.
Not all. Yeah. Sometimes I surprise people.
So we're gonna say
Night, everyone.
good night, have fun, take care, and we'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. Y'all later.